guys, good morning. Sorry I missed you guys on a video yesterday. Didn't have my camera with me. If you saw that on my Instagram, I accidentally left it in my mom's car, so couldn't record anything. But starting today's vlog in the Target parking lot. Already been busy this morning. It's actually like 12:13 and I'm starving. I need food. I haven't had anything to eat yet today, but this morning Garrett and I woke up, we worked out, I had a work meeting, and then I had a work phone call, and then I went tanning, and then I just came to Target to get a gift card for somebody for a thank you kind of gift for someone. Now I'm gonna go home and have something quick to eat, feed the dog, obviously. I need to wrap Christmas presents today, but also I wanted to make a video with Garrett, but our schedules are kind of crazy right now. We don't really match up with our free time. But I got a lot of marriage advice from you guys, and for our 1-year anniversary, I wanted to go through that together with Garrett / give our best advice. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to get him with me on a video just because he has a lot going on. So I think I'm gonna sit down a little bit later and I'm gonna go through that advice. I get a lot of questions about that, and I've only been married a year, so I have a lot to learn. But holy cow, do you learn a lot in your first year. Bit done so far. I have another meeting that I need to leave for right now. Everything's in progress, but I got 2 gifts packed right there and another 2 right there, and I have a lot more to wrap, but that's a good little start. Good. Playing Fortnite.
Huh? Why do you always pull up the camera right as I start playing?
Every hour of the day. Just kidding. You're just playing a quick game before you're showing, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Home? A quick 4-hour game. He's been a very needy puppy today. Someone said they don't like seeing you on the vlogs. How rude. How rude. Did you see that comment?
What?
The guy like didn't want to see, they were like, you just put your dog on every vlog. I'm like, well, yeah, because we live with him.
Yeah, he's
obviously.
He's
Long time no just sit and talk with you. I just fed the puppy dog and he's eating right now, so he's content for probably another 30 seconds. I'm gonna try to get through some of this before he starts going crazy. I told you guys earlier that I wanted to go through some marriage advice that I got from you guys, so I asked on my Instagram a couple weeks ago for your best marriage advice, but I thought it would be interesting to kind of read them / react to them because I've been married for a year now. Garrett was unfortunately not able to make it to this part of the video because he had a showing. He actually just left like 15 minutes ago, so that's okay. We're gonna make it work. I lost some of them because I got a new phone and lost a lot of the advice because they were part of my pictures and not all of my pictures transferred over. That's, you guys don't really care, but yeah, so I don't have a lot, but I'm just gonna go through them. Number 1 is from Aponte Michaela, who's one of my friends, and I miss you and I hope you're doing well. And she said, your husband is not you, so don't get frustrated when they don't do the things the way you do it, or like this, or the same things you do. Love them for who they are. Yes, that's a very good piece of advice. That's probably like one of the hardest things to get used to when you get married, is like you're used to things a certain way, and even with siblings, like that's probably why you guys fight growing up. Me and my sisters did growing up because we liked things a different way, we did things a different way, you know, normal sibling things, we just fought. Garrett did not have siblings, so in my opinion he just kind of got to do whatever he wanted, and so living with someone especially a female that likes things a certain way and he likes things another way. That's definitely something that we had to get used to in the beginning, but like, he's not wrong and I'm not wrong. We just have to find a different way to go about things. So yeah, that was more like stuff I feel like we learned the first month of marriage, was just like try not to be annoyed with the way he did things, because like to him, that's the way he did them his whole life, so he doesn't think that they're wrong. And for me, it's the way I grew up, so like I don't think what I'm doing is wrong, and the truth of the matter is neither one of them is wrong. You guys just have to learn to get used to each other and figure out what you both like mutually. And the second piece of advice is from Alexis M. Bynum, or Bynum, I don't know how you say your name. But Alexis said to date each other constantly. Never go more than 2 days without doing something intentional with each other. Even if it's just a meal or you pick a movie specifically for snuggling, make it special. And I think that's a really good piece of advice, because anyone in life, whether you're busy or not, it is easy to lose track of making things intentional and making time for each other. And I feel like that's especially been a struggle for Garrett and I, because like this year, as you guys know, if you saw the year in review and you haven't followed along with the whole year, oh my gosh, the dog is here. He's gonna ruin everything. Hi buddy. We had a lot happen this year. Like we bought a dog, we bought a house, we moved a couple times. We moved into an apartment together, and then we moved into our house together. I started my coffee business. He started his real estate business technically last year, but this was like his first year in real estate. We're both very busy people, and so I always knew, oh good boy, he just laid down. I always knew that that would be a struggle for us specifically, is like finding intentional time to hang out together, because like even at night, like at night we're together all the time, but usually we're both on our computers doing work. Like he's writing up an offer and I'm doing emails or something like that. So we're technically in the same room, but like I'm a huge personal or quality time person, and if like we're not having an intentional conversation, looking each other in the eye at all during the day, then like I can feel super distant from like whoever I'm in a relationship with. So yeah, that's definitely been something that we had to be more intentional about. So that's a really good piece of advice. It doesn't have to be something extravagant every time. Like you literally can just, like now we just turn on an episode of Catfish and watch it together without like being on our phones or doing work. And so that's kind of like our bonding time together. So you just have to find whatever works for you guys. The next one is from Taylor.Camille, and I love this one because this is so something that I live by, but it is to give each other space when necessary. And I think that that's really good, because absence makes the heart grow fonder, for sure. If you find yourself being with each other too much, it's causing you to argue or to just kind of get on each other's nerves. It is truly kind of like siblings sometimes. Like you're just together a lot. It's hard to not get super comfortable and just like blow up on each other. And so when that happens with us, even like he goes and has a guy's night, he goes and hangs out with his dad without me, or whatever, I go hang out with my mom, or like I go hang out with some girlfriends and just either spend the night with someone else, not just anyone else, but like a guy friend or a girlfriend, go spend the night somewhere else, or just spend the whole day with someone else. And by the time you get home, you're gonna be excited to see your spouse again, and you're gonna be excited to spend time with them. That's definitely something that we live by for sure, is like if we find tension getting too high, or we're just like bickering about stupid stuff, then we usually need like some time apart. The next one is from Litestar. I don't know if that's how you say it. They said that my husband and I have been together for 13 years and married for 6.5 of those years, high school sweethearts. I would say my best advice is to always be each other's best friends. He is mine and I am his, so we think alike. How would I feel if he said or did this to me? Lastly, never go to bed angry or upset. That was a very common one we got, which I'm sure you guys have heard that before, is to never go to bed angry. Controversial, I guess, but Garrett and I sometimes do go to bed, not like if it's a really heated debate or really serious conversation, then we do resolve it the night of, but sometimes we're just like toddlers, you know? We're just tired and we're arguing because we're tired. We're arguing because we're tired and we probably just need sleep. And like Garrett and I are both really stubborn people, and so it's really easy for us to just, something starts so small and we're like, no, you're wrong, no, you're wrong, and we're bickering about like literally something so pointless that doesn't matter. And if we go to bed and wake up the next day, we're not mad about it at all. We usually don't even remember what we were fighting about. So I do get what people are saying when they say to not go to bed angry. If it's a serious conversation, for sure, yeah, because like someone could die in their sleep or whatever. Like you don't want to wake up the next day and like something happened and that was the last conversation you guys had. But at the same time, if it's like if it's just not a big deal and you know that you're just a baby that needs to go to bed, just go to bed. Ooh, okay, the next one is from Erin Villietra. These are really hard to read when I don't know what the names are. It says to always believe your spouse has the best intentions. We are in this together and we will falter, but no, it's not purposeful. So this is something that Garrett and I actually talk about pretty often, but we always say it's us against the problem, it's not us against each other. Just to remember, like in marriage especially, like you have to be so on each other's team to make everything work. It's not about me and it's not about him and it's not about us fighting each other. It's about us in this together against whatever we're going through in life. So if we come to an argument or we come to an issue that we need to resolve, it's me and Garrett against the issue. It's you and your spouse against the issue. It's not you guys against each other. That's always something that we have to remind each other of. Like I said earlier, we both can be, oh my gosh, Finn. Okay, we both can be kind of stubborn people and like get really hot-headed and want to be the person that's right, but like literally in the conversation one of us will say sometimes like, okay, it's us against the problem, it's not us against each other. And that always brings us back to like come to a resolution rather than just like figuring out who's right. Like neither one of you are right, you just have to find a resolution to the problem. The next one is pretty much related to that. This is from Maria.Petruccelli, but she said to always remember you are on the same team, conquering together, not against each other. Always speak highly of your significant other instead of bringing them down or bashing them when talking with your friends or family. Talk about them as if they are sitting right next to you. Let them be the first to know everything. There's nothing worse than the feeling when you're with family and you hear your oh my gosh, sorry. And you hear your significant other talking about something you've never heard them tell you. That was kind of a lot to digest, but pretty good advice. Making sure that you are edifying them in front of other people when they're not around, because like you're with them for the rest of your life. You got to make sure that like you're lifting them up and encouraging them in everything that they're going through. The next one is from Sammy.Okrasinski. And she said to be open with each other, never hide anything. And that like seems like a no-brainer, but that is a good reminder to just be open with each other about everything that you're going through. Oh, no, no. Lay down. Ah. Go lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Such a baby. Okay. Anyway, be open with each other about everything, even if it's just like the littlest thing that you're going through, just to tell each other so that, you know, for example, like if you're going through some kind of struggle mentally in your own head and you're not telling your spouse and you just like react or overreact about something one day, they might think something else is wrong, versus being like, hey, I'm really stressed about this right now and like I could use your prayer in this area or whatever. If you don't pray, just tell them like, hey, I'm struggling with this subject. And so if you lash out on them about something one day, like they're gonna understand where you're coming from and understand that it's not personal. That was kind of probably a different road than you were trying to go down, because it's obvious that you shouldn't hide anything from your spouse, but even just like the little things you're going through, like they need to know everything that's happening, because then they can be there for you better as a partner. Next tip is from Kayleen Coteen, and she said best marriage advice is to put God first in everything, communication and forgiveness. Amen. Yes, God, and also forgiveness. The faster you can forgive your partner for like the little things, the better your marriage is going to be, because really someone asked us this the other day on our anniversary, what our best tip was for marriage, and we were like, be quick to forgive and slow to anger, because like you're with this person for the rest of your life, no big deal, but the rest of your life, so you're gonna want to get along with them and make sure that you're not getting mad about stupid things that don't matter. It's kind of like what people say about like with toddlers, like pick your battle. Same with marriage, pick your battle. What's really important to talk about and have a conversation about and be upset about, and what is something that you can probably just let go. Okay, and the last one I'm gonna leave you guys with, because I was talking way longer than I meant to, is from Elizabeth_Calder1. She said to always make time for each other, dress up, go on a date, keep things fresh. It's so easy to get sucked into the everyday of life. Yes, I absolutely agree with that. I actually was just having this conversation with a couple of friends the other day and with Garrett himself, the man himself, and I said, like, I already feel like we're like a 40-year-old couple that's been married for years, because we have the same routine every day. We work really hard for our age. Like, I know a lot of people don't work this hard. Some people work harder than us, but when you work really hard, it's so easy to just come home and like not give each other any attention or any love, or whatever, and just go to bed and do the same thing in the next day. And like slowly you realize you kind of lose touch with each other. And so lately we've been focusing on like keeping things fresh, keeping things different, going to different date nights, doing different things together, talking more intentionally with each other. And just, you have to be intentional with your time with one another, because life goes by too fast, the years go by too fast, and I don't want to get later in life and be like, okay, how have we been married for 25 years and like it didn't even experience all these new things together. So I'm gonna leave you guys at that. My dog is being incredibly annoying right now, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about some marriage advice. I am very thankful Garrett and I made it to a year. I had no doubts that we would, but marriage has been quite the journey. It definitely has difficult moments, but it also has really amazing moments. Very worth it, because you get to learn more about yourself and the other person and just go through everything together, and it's really awesome to have that partnership. So I'm gonna do our Instagram shout out really quick, and then I will leave you guys here with this video. Instagram shout out for this week goes to Ventures with LACEY, commented on one of my pictures. Thank you guys for following us. If you want to be next week's or next video shout out, go follow Garrett_Terrell and Tay Terrell on Instagram, and we will see you guys in the next video. Say bye, Finn. Say bye-bye.